Craig, it's defeat on the South Coast. What was your take?
Tough one to take today because on reflection, it's another defeat, but it's not necessarily a 4-1 game. But you can't keep saying that. We've just had a good chat in the changing room. We went 1-0 up, and then which I was really pleased with. I thought, right, okay, different dynamic to the game to what we've had. And then both goals come from, we'll have to watch this first one back, but the first one we miss a couple of tackles in midfield, and then an individual error for the second one, and we go in 2-1 at half time. But actually, for large parts, to be fair, they had big spells of possession, I would say, in the first half. We didn't quite manage to get out, and we wanted to change that, correct it, make sure we had a bit more territory in their half in the second period. But again, we come out second half. I thought that, on the balance of play in terms of the football and stuff today, when you look at the game, for me, it's not a 4-1 football match, but actually, we can't keep saying that. The big moments in the game in terms of, both boxes really, when it comes to their box, we're being hurt, and when it comes to the opposition's box, we didn't quite do enough today. As much as we had a lot of chances last week against Hertford, it wasn't like that today. We didn't, we never really clicked in the final third at all today. So yeah, it's a bad day for us actually, and we've got to do better.
Yeah, tough team, Exmouth. They've had a good start to the season, but we had a great start here. What was your take on that?
Yeah, like I said, it was a nice dynamic to go and get the first goal early in the game. Nice bit of play to go and release Fraser, and we got in and we scored. But yeah, from there, we've just got to manage the game a little bit more. We've spoke about it, we probably invited too much pressure and we didn't have enough territory to get out and actually play in their half a little bit more. So yeah, disappointing, because I was quite keen to get the first goal today, and obviously getting it so early was a real positive. But yeah, it's disappointing to then go and concede the goals in the manner that we did, to then go in 2-1 down at half time.
Yeah, the departure of Jack Smith obviously announced this weekend. I thought Otis came in and did a job, and same with Zaris. Yeah,
obviously left us a bit of a hole this weekend. Yeah. With regards to finding out that news quite late, and then obviously having to change the team a little bit. And yeah, listen, that's another factor. Personnel-wise, we're really struggling a little bit at the moment. Again, a few injuries that happening with Jack, and then obviously needing to replace him. But yeah, we've got more than enough quality on the pitch. Yeah, granted, it's not ideal preparation, but we've got to just make sure we're doing our jobs better when it comes to what it looks like on the grass, because with the change that we made, that obviously had a bit of a knock-on effect with what it looked like in midfield. But that's certainly not why we lost the game today. We just need to be better in those moments.
Biggleswade coming up in exactly a week's time now. What can you say to the lads now to get them ready for that big league game?
That game's actually been postponed.
Oh, is it?
With their run in the trophy, that game has been shifted because the trophy takes precedence. So we'll, at the moment, it's looking like we'll have a free weekend next weekend where we'll get the lads in, either train or have some kind of friendly fixture.
Yeah. So 2 weeks then.
Yeah.
Till we play Flackwell Heath away.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time for you to get into the players and get a.
We've certainly. Yeah, absolutely. We need to. We had 1 or 2 faces at training on Thursday. We're going to need to have a look at 1 or 2 faces. Might give us a bit of time for some of our injuries to get back, but yeah, we certainly know, and we're going to be given time to turn this around. We know where we need to be better, and fundamentally, it's about what happens in both boxes. And right now, we've got our work cut out. Yeah.
I just want to ask you about Billy Shepherd. He looked to take a blow to the nose.
He did, yeah. It was one of those where we weren't actually too sure it might have been broken, actually. So we had to make a decision on what that looked like. It was streaming. At that point, we were like, well, we can't go on. We had to obviously affect the game and make sure that we weren't down to 10 for a long period. So, yeah, we decided to make the change. We don't actually think it is broken and think it'll be all right. So, fingers crossed, nothing too major.
And same with Jenks and Denied. How are they looking? Would they
Deneen is obviously Jenks came back in the Tame game, and we certainly didn't rush that one. You know, we managed that process. He trained a good few times. He felt good in his own body. He's quite a robust lad. He doesn't get too many injuries. But then half an hour through Tame, we then lose Jenko as well. So we don't want to be in that situation with Deneen. So we just need to be really careful. So yeah, both of those two are probably a couple of weeks away. Dex Shepherd will hopefully come back into it for our next league game. Yeah. So yeah, a bit more time. Hopefully, we'll get a few more people coming back thick and fast. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Craig. Commiserations and
Nice
safe
one.
journeys home.
Cheers, Ted. Thanks, mate.